Problem, I don't have a partner. Solution, let me go on the dating apps. But then I realized that like maybe like the correlation isn't as direct as I like had anticipated it to be, right? Like I am feeling more lonely because why is Hinge giving me these ugly ass matches?
Hello? Yeah, Hana.
I was doing that on purpose.
I feel like you're too artistic to like try to fuck it up, you know? Like you try to mess with it.
Well, maybe that is the art part of it.
Oh,
is
abstract?
it up. Yeah, abstract.
Is there a thing called abstract music?
Well, there's genre-less music.
Genre-less.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like there's this one DJ girl named Liv. It's LIV.E. And like her,
LIV.E.
you would not understand it.
Yeah,
I did not understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because like I like the groove to a jazz, but when they have that little switch up sometimes in the tempo or like
the scat.
With the scat.
Scat.
I don't know. Honestly, if you just went with them, I was like, oh, you know the blah blah. I would have believed you.
Well, to be honest, I like literally couldn't even like fake it. You know how you have to know like a little bit of information in order to lie? Yeah, I don't even have that. So like just like did not have the bare minimum, but it's fine. It's fine. Dude, it's been so long.
Do you even like at telepathy, like do you know like what we're about to do? Welcome back.
Is it not welcome?
Isn't it welcome? Like I said, welcome. Isn't it welcome back to another episode?
Welcome back.
BulGOGI pod.
Yeah. You're right. Well, you know, okay,
So
you
rusty.
know, I have Dory energy, Dory brain.
Yeah,
guys, I like genuinely, my memory is like so fucking ridiculous.
Okay, I don't know how I feel about that.
What, Dory brain?
Yeah.
Why?
Okay. I don't know, because Dory's so Dory. You know what I mean?
What's wrong with Dory? The Dory community would be really offended right now.
I know. I'm sorry. Apologies. I guess what I'm trying to say is the term Dory brain reminds me of our episode when you were talking about like needing to be a little bit more clueless. Do you remember that episode where we talk about like ignorance is bliss?
Oh.
Sometimes like the feminine energy is just, I don't know, you deal with it.
Yeah,
you can figure it out.
Yeah, I do remember this.
Like it reminds me of that's what the Dory brain reminds me of.
Right. The bimbo era.
Yes. That was the word. Yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's been a while.
Bimbo era. Actually, if we had to weigh bimbo era and Dory brained,
they're kind of
sounds
like,
better.
You know, they're a little different. Like,
are they?
I think that like I think bimbo era is like the umbrella term under which Dory brain falls.
Okay.
You know?
Okay, not to put you on the spot, but what else would fall under the bimbo era?
My hand's not working. My arms simply not working.
Okay.
Because like I've never opened a door in my life.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah,
push,
I vibe
pull.
with that.
Sorry, I don't read. I can't read. So I don't know. I can't do it. I think
that was like a really
it's tripping.
It was a really big droplet. I feel like I need to start drinking the coffee. Like,
I'm
worried.
Oh no. You are so concerning. You wouldn't even do that with a teacup.
Yeah, live life on the edge.
Okay.
YOLO. Okay, but actually, it's a welcome back.
Okay.
And should we look at the camera?
Yeah.
Is that a little weird? Should we look at each other?
No, I need deep eye contact with the camera.
Ready, set, go.
Welcome back to another episode of BULGOGI Pod. Who has Dory brain now, dude?
Dude, I was about to make a heart with you. Or like, it was cute. Like an accident. It was on accident.
Oh, that's cute.
I was like, welcome back to another episode of BULGOGI Pod.
We need to work on that heart. We need like
It looks like a booty. Or like the top of a peach or the top of an apple.
So the top of a booty.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. In all seriousness, I want like a good one.
A good booty?
Well, that too. I want a good booty.
A good peach?
Yeah, I do.
Because
But
peaches are your favorite fruit.
favorite.
Yeah,
favorite.
stone fruit
And
season.
We're not in stone fruit. We're past it.
Yeah,
Right?
it kind of
you scared me for a second. I was
Yeah,
like,
no.
yeah, no, we're past it. We're in
Summer fruits.
yeah, like we just went over the fig date season 2.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
I don't know what fall is.
I don't know what we're in. Yeah.
Me too.
Just like
Because
squash.
cherry's winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in like pumpkin season.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are in pumpkin season.
Yeah, we are. I saw the Halloween stuff come out.
Yes, I was sent a TikTok with all the exclusive Trader Joe's fall pumpkin products
that you have to like hurry up and get. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But it is way too hot for that.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
literally the heat has been like, ugh. Guys, I found a spider in my bed yesterday and I thought it was a tick. And
Like, was it tiny and chunky? Is that why?
it was like the size that a tick would be. And then
But have
like,
you ever seen a tick?
no. I've never seen a tick in my life, but I was like, this is what a tick would look like.
Yeah.
And so I started looking it up and I was like, I identified it as a tick. And so I cried. Guys, I
Yeah.
don't really cry. Like I
Yeah.
can kill spiders just fine. And like, you know how they like move kind of quickly? Like I think this one was just like staying, like he was so chill. I was like, sir, you're not afraid of life. And so like
You
there's
only live
something wrong.
once.
Yeah. I was really scared, guys. I like washed
Yeah.
my sheets immediately. Like I did like a semi deep clean right before you got here.
It looks very clean.
Oh, okay.
It feels
thank
very
you.
clean.
Okay, thank you. Because I picked up like a
Maybe
lot of
30
hair.
pieces.
Like a lot. No, like more like it was like a chunk
But you guys, I mean, we're coming back from a break.
that was like really long.
But was it long? Because I like told a couple friends and they were like, oh, what a short break.
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
it just like feels long because this has become like a very like weekly.
Yeah.
It's like very much in my routine.
Yeah.
You know?
I need to burp.
Yeah.
I'm getting nervous.
Why?
Excuse me.
Okay, it's okay. You could be nervous.
Oh no, I was like nervous about the burp, so the burp didn't come out properly. So I feel like the burp is still there. What?
I was gonna like hit your chest, but I feel like
Yeah,
that's
you were
not
like
gonna-
really looking at me trying to identify where to slap. I could tell in your face. It's like, what the heck? Why is she looking at me like that? Like, I feel like you were really aiming for this area. Like, you were looking right here. Yeah, right here. Then you're like, oh no, it's probably not a good area to like slap.
Yeah.
I know.
Like
I
I was
know.
trying to burp you. You know?
You're trying to burp me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you know when I want to be burped.
Consent. Okay.
Yeah, but in the past couple months, oh my gosh, so much has happened, and I feel like we didn't even see each other that often.
We really didn't.
I
We
know,
really
like-
didn't. Because like I don't know what I've been doing. I mean, like my schedule has been just so packed. Like I don't know what happened
Yeah.
those last 3 months, but
Yeah.
things happened, you know?
Yeah, like what?
Dude, okay. You know what's like very shocking to me? I did something every single day for 3 months straight. Like
Yes.
genuinely, I met up with someone or had some sort of social interaction, not just grabbing coffee, but
That's
like
wild.
a lunch, a coffee, a dinner, a going out, church, every single day. And like, yeah, it was just like crazy. And then like, that was all in between like 3 trips that I took. So yeah.
I did a lot too, but I need to find out a word. Like, I don't know what the word is, but I'm just weird, and I think I've become more weird, and I've come to really embrace this weirdness of mine.
Okay.
Where, like, on my calendar, as we already know, I have blockout dates.
Yeah.
They're a different calendar color. It's
Yeah.
green, and it's all caps. Do not do anything is what it says.
Okay.
Do not do anything, all in caps. But I also have this rule where on my Apple calendar, I don't like it when there are events that are hidden because there are too many events on that day.
Oh, I know what you mean when they like stack over each other. Yeah.
So I need to make sure I have only like max 4 events, because I think that's when it starts to like ... like there's more.
I've never had that before where it's more than well,
Like,
also
look
your
here,
laptop
like-
is updated.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
And
okay.
so like it probably looks
yeah,
different.
like this, right? Like I believe it's only like 4, that fit into a cube
when you're looking
on a day.
at it in the monthly view.
Yeah, and it's not even maximized. I keep it at a very medium-sized app.
Not full
when
screen.
You open up, when you open it up. And it can't surpass 4. But it's funny because I'll count like a reminder as an event. So if I write payday like on it, that's an event. And so I can only add 3 more things. So if I have payday and box union and somebody is visiting town, I'm not even meeting them. They're visiting town and I have an errand to run. Like that's it. That's all I can do that day.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at my calendar and like literally I'll schedule out my entire day.
Like that 2 more, I can't see that. What? Like I don't like that.
I literally look at my days.
Yeah, I can't do that.
It's so stacked.
Understand. But anyways, during the past 2-3 months, I had my fair share of events. Had my first bachelorette party, which you did too.
Yeah.
And just wanted to give a quick shout out to kind of the newlywed, but they've already been married for like a year. To Denmi. Even though she doesn't listen, it's okay. I'll just like clip out this part and like send it to her.
I'm dead. That's so funny.
To Denmi. So congratulations.
Aww.
So that happened.
Wait, that's so fun. Where'd you guys go for your bachelorette?
We went to Palm Springs.
Okay. Yeah. I know. I was like trying to also like get tan before my Vegas trip, the bachelorette. So also shout out to my cousin Hedgen and her, they're also legally married, Sung. And so they're having their wedding in September. We're in September. Oh my gosh, we're in September. Yeah. Virgo season. She's spelling Virgo, guys. I was like, I was like, what? Oh my god, she's gonna spit out her coffee.
I swallowed it.
Okay, great.
Fee for Virgo.
Yeah, and so, dude, I haven't had that much fun in Vegas.
Yeah.
Ever.
Okay.
Partially because
when was the last time you went? Have you gone in between?
No, it's literally been like the last time I went was with you
in 2019.
Yeah, when it was like cry session.
All of us. Yes.
Yeah, like one boyfriend ago. Oh, sorry.
We could talk about that in just a second.
Okay, guys. Yeah, we're gonna need a little asterisk there. Sorry, I misspoke.
Is it asterisk?
Asterisk.
It's an asterisk.
Asterisk?
Asterisk.
I think
you said asterisk.
Yeah, I think it's
an asterisk.
I don't know, and I'm not gonna make a bet with you.
Yeah.
Okay,
because you guys.
I saw your face go. I was like, what do you want to bet? What do you want to bet? What do you want to bet?
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Can you look it up right now? Because I actually like
asterisk. I was right. I'm sorry.
But then do you pronounce it? Can you click that?
Asterisk.
What? I have never.
Let me put an asterisk on there.
Asterisk.
An asterisk.
Wait, asterisk. I actually like genuinely did not know that.
An asterisk. Maybe it's because I use too many of them.
Oh.
Because I'm like queen of typos.
Right.
You know?
Right. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Noted. But yeah, I mean, it's been like 3 years since I've been, but I think the difference was just like everyone's crazy. Like, okay,
I feel like I could sense that from the stories and the photos. I could just sense it.
No, it was like genuinely crazy because my cousins are crazy.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Hannah has a village of cousins.
Yeah, I have a village, and it's not like first cousins, it's like second cousins,
and
like through marriage cousins.
Yeah.
And then like I have like some cousins that are second cousins, and I have these other cousins that are like through marriage, but then they are also like family friends, and so it was the first time that all of us were together. Cool. Like, because I would hang out with one group, and then they would hang out with them, and then them would hang out with us separately, and so
them would
and so it was just like all three group, and I was just, wow. It was just wow. And then we went to like IU for the day club.
Oh, the new
one. Resort World was really nice.
Yeah.
But it was a marathon. Like, you know when you have to go nightclub, day club, nightclub, and so we had to go nightclub, day club, and then we went to karaoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was just like 4 a.m. nights. And it was like, everyone get up at 10. Everyone get up at 10. Get ready. We got to get to the day club.
That's fine. 10?
After you get, oh my gosh. But you know what?
I feel like our New York trip was like that. Go to bed 4 a.m. and we woke up at like...
Yeah, you're right.
I think 9, 10.
Yeah, but there's like a different energy in New York. I feel like, you know what? It's the heat.
Oh, yeah. You weren't there when it was. No, you definitely weren't there when it was like raining, right?
It was sprinkling. It was. I think I was there a week or two before that.
That was wild.
Yeah, it was wild. But like, I don't know how we finessed, but like when I go to Vegas, that's when I'm like, ooh, I love being a girl.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you just like get invited to tables. Like I was just like on stage.
Like there are people that are like, in my next life, I want to be born a man, like a boy, dude. Right. I don't think I've ever had that thought.
Oh, I've only had that thought when like I need to pee.
But know? Like, in like you public. Could pee in a urinal.
Julie scientific method that for us. So she said, hypothesis, can I pee in a urinal? And she said, let me do the experiment. Julie, successfully.
Hypotheses proven correct.
Yeah.
Women, you can pee in a urinal.
Yeah, and she didn't get pee all over herself.
Yeah. Nope, I didn't.
Yeah, it was amazing.
You just need to like angle it right, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, I mean, it was like expert angle. And I love that you and Julia were just facing each other. Julia was on the toilet peeing. Julie was on the urinal.
Like, peeing. I would like to think that I was being considerate
of the people.
Letting Julia, actually, yeah. Like, I was letting Julia use the toilet. And
I should have taken the sink.
You?
Yeah, it should have been all three of us. Yeah, I needed to pee.
You peed before.
Okay, but
how do we know this? Because, you know, girls, we always like travel in groups to the restroom.
Right. So but like genuinely, I was thinking about it in hindsight, and I'm like, it would have been better if we just filled up all three drains.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's a little gross for like the next
sink
people.
Is like a little gross.
Have you peed in the sink ever?
No.
Dude,
have you peed in the sink?
I'm trying to think. There was one trip where somebody peed in the sink. We went on
I have seen doo-doo in the sink before. Ew! My freshman year. It was like...
That's actually so gross.
Oh, actually, I don't think I saw it. It was in the floor group chat because somebody like took a picture and posted like, who did this?
Oh, God.
As if someone was going to be like, me. But it was like...
A lot?
A good piece of... No, it was just one. But it was like...
Oh, it was
healthy. It was healthy.
Okay, it wasn't rabbit poop. It wasn't
and it wasn't like runny. It was like a good piece of poop.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw up. Anyways.
Yeah, we should move on.
Okay. Okay,
I think that's it for my check-in. I mean, there's so much that happened, but maybe I'll sprinkle them in like to next week just because you guys, we could talk about so many things.
Yeah.
So bachelorette, wedding,
trips.
Yeah, OC fair and how I finessed or how our group finessed that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got rear-ended, but we could talk about that another time too.
Okay. Yeah, well, guys, there's a lot. Like stuff. I mean, no, I actually know a lot of it.
Yeah, about what happened.
About your
oh yeah,
updates.
but I guess the only update I do want to end on is a SSS. Which, if you've been following us for a couple seasons, we like to have a single status sitch. And I can provide one now.
Oh, shit.
Alluding back to the asterisk.
Asterisk?
Yes, the asterisk. I can provide a single status sitch. So, just like, because, reminder, this is a PPD.
Yeah.
A personal...
Public diary. We love our acronyms around here.
We
SSS,
do.
PPD.
Yep. Yes. And so I don't think I really want to talk about it, but also trying to identify why I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, smart. Yeah.
Right? But what I do want to share is just also during the break, this happened. And because of the breakup, I mean, there have been so many changes, right? Just for some context, like not to go super in detail, but you know, my ex and I, we dated for a year and we almost made it to 6 months.
Oh, you guys
almost
didn't make
made it to 6 months. And I guess what else I can share is it happened on a holiday.
You were 6 days away from 6 months, yeah?
I was.
Yeah.
Yes. I was. I was 6 days away. And yeah, just, it was on a holiday. And so I think something about like me and holidays, I need to look out for.
Okay, because your last breakup was on a holiday as well, right?
The one before this one, yeah, was also on a holiday.
Yeah, so not the one boyfriend ago, the two boyfriends ago.
I sound so stupid when I'm like talking about whatever situation I'm talking about. I'm always like, oh, you know, my ex, or you know, my ex, the XXX, and I'm like, I need to think of another word. XXX. Oh, the XXX. But anyways. And so just, okay, so I guess just that happened. And yeah, just right, like needing to readjust to, I mean, what really am I even readjusting? Even I think identifying what am I readjusting to, like it's such a good time for you to reflect.
Yeah.
Because I think at least for me, what I've learned is just how much I did change myself in maybe an inorganic way.
Yeah.
Not necessarily bad. I'm like not bad, but like I'm just coming to realize, oh yeah, like that wasn't really me. Or if I had it my way, I probably wouldn't have done that.
Right.
But it was just like me putting in the effort, I think, to like want to change myself or try to make it work to like mold for my partner.
No, exactly. Yeah.
And so also during this break, I've come to feel a lot of loneliness, right? I just from like the type of relationship I was in, we like saw each other very often. And I know some of our friends or even like just, I mean, relationships so dynamic.
Right.
Literally no
mold or like,
Yeah. There's no like sample.
Exactly.
Everybody's relationship is so different.
Exactly.
And with my, previous relationship, we did kind of spend a lot of time together.
Yeah.
Or at least I thought we did.
Yeah.
And so
I can attest to it. Yeah.
Cool. And so I think like needing to readjust in spending time by myself or even what to fill up my time with.
Right.
It's just been an interesting time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I feel like, right, we've talked about this before, how, like, points of transition are always so very hard. Tough.
Yeah.
And, like you said, it's a lot of identifying those things that have changed because, like, you don't realize it until it's, like, already happened, right? And then, like, even with, right, I'm sure you're getting a lot of those, like, oh, I'm driving, and then I see a billboard, and it's like, oh, that's a reminder. Or, like, oh, I'm... like we're going to this place, I've been there with that person, so it's just like a lot of those like little things. And then I think what's so difficult with me particularly is I don't necessarily think I'm an overthinker, but I think I think too fast, like I don't want to process things so quickly, and so I'm feeling this loneliness because I'm trying to feel my emotions and let the emotions catch up. But logically, I've already identified, like what you just said, like when I see something and it reminds me of this person, I'm like, okay, like I'll feel a type of way about it. Right. And then like persuade myself and like, okay, get over it. But the feelings haven't really fully expressed itself. Can I make a comment? Of course. I think like maybe there's some invalidating of your emotions, like just being like, okay, let's get over it, because you know that you eventually should be getting over it, but like allowing yourself to dwell in it in a way, not dwell, but I'm like so stress adverse that it's like, okay, it's uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable to feel your emotions. It is so uncomfortable. I mean, I like to feel happy and I like to feel excited. Of course. And then that's when you're all present and all of that stuff. Just to me, like, right. I'm so weird. Like the logical part is like, if I, like, let's say I spent 3 days dwelling in it, the 3 days after that, or the fourth day, I'll just feel so upset that it took me so long to dwell in it. Right. Well, how I like to think about it sometimes is like, if I needed those 3 days, like I'll take those 3 days and be as sad as humanly possible, because like genuinely, like I will literally like, right, you kind of like perpetuate it, like you play all your sad music, like you don't go outside, you like don't exercise, like you do all the things that like you should be doing. But I do all of that because I think that when I don't like get as sad as humanly possible or whatever I need in that moment, it lasts longer. Yeah. And so like in the end, it's almost more efficient to just like you know? But that's what I mean. It's like, I think I know that too. What you resist persists. Right. And we all know suppressing it, that's just a band-aid. And so it's going to come up to the surface eventually. Right. And I know that. I just think even just my process of dwelling in it is just expedited though. Because I do feel it. I listen to the same freaking song the entire day. What is the song? So what is the song? Can you share? Well, there were multiple songs, but there's this one song that I found, and it's called Magnolia, and it's a Korean song. It was another song for a little bit, and then it just kind of, that's how I found the song. Right. Because I was listening to Michelle Choi's YouTube opening song for a little bit. Oh, interesting. The beat was nice, so that's why I looked it up, and it was like a suggested song. So anyways, so random. Yeah, it's like ad free. It's like free for use. There's probably some watermarks in there, but you're like, let me listen to her song. It was nice. It's a nice song. I don't remember the title, but I'm back on Spotify
like to figure those songs out. And okay, like I was being a bit stubborn I was trying to support Apple, but I really do think Spotify curates like better discovery music. And I was just kind of in the mood now that I have more time for myself to discover more music and like stuff like that. But going back, why are we even talking about this?
It's like your brain knows logically what you should be doing, but it takes your emotions
a lot longer
to catch up.
But it's not, I don't necessarily think I'm invalidating my feelings. It's just, I'm also aware and letting myself feel the emotion. So I guess just to wrap it up, like I did have the not working out for however long,
stayed in bed,
like
with a tissue box,
being horizontal,
right next to you.
Exactly. Right, you know what I did? I was like, I didn't even have the whole tissue box. I took out the pieces of tissues and laid it next to me.
Dude, you were so efficient.
I know, and I rolled it up and I just left it on the side. So when a tear falls down, I'll just like, I'll catch it. You know?
You know what? I discovered this during my breakup. I'm blind, right? And so I have to take out my contacts in order to cry. And so I have my glasses on, and then I tuck the tissue under the glasses. It catches everything.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
It's like awesome.
But yeah, you really have to, because like if you like, because I'm a very like nasally, like
snotty,
so snotty.
Yeah.
But if you blow your nose too much, then you get like little rashes and dry.
Yeah. It gets so dry.
Yeah, you have to just like be efficient with how you cry.
Right. And so like I would also put Vaseline like here on my like little nose
that's so smart.
thing. What is that called?
Vicks?
No. Like what is this part of your nose called?
It must have a name. This thing right here?
Yeah, it has to. It's like where people get the septum piercing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that little bridge. It's cartilage. I know it's cartilage because you can pierce it.
So maybe it's nose cartilage.
Okay. I mean, I think your entire nose is a lot of cartilage. I think there's a lot of cartilage.
Okay, I don't know. I will just call it the nose bridge.
Yeah.
Actually, this is a nose bridge. But maybe mine's so non-existent, we could call this the nose bridge. The internal nose bridge? The lower nose bridge?
Yeah. Okay, well, I actually have a suggestion for you. There's a sunglass brand called Covry.
Yes!
So that helps with your non-existent nose bridge.
It's really non-existent. Like, really. But okay. So to talk about all this too, though, you know, we both listened to some other podcasts during the break as well. And, you know, so interesting even talking about loneliness. And this is more relevant because I think I moved out as well, right? Like I'm not like in that community with having so much access to my parents, and I'm, you know, moved out, and you are too. And I'm sure you felt this when you moved out too, but it was so interesting because this one podcast had talked about the dimensions of loneliness.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the three are intimate, your, you know,
like
your partner, significant other, romantic partner, relational and social. So your friends, and third, community.
Right.
I don't want to say communal. Would that be the term, communal?
No, I think it's
communal.
I think it's community.
Yeah,
community sounds weird.
Which just could be like obviously larger groups that you're a part of, whether it be like hobbies or church,
interests,
sports, right?
Or like I don't if you like believe in certain causes, that sort of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you know, I think for me, like my single status sitch is that I'm still single. But I think like I've really been feeling the intimate thing. The lack of
the loneliness within the intimate, or like because I really been feeling the intimate could be like you've been feeling intimate.
No, I've been feeling a really big lack of the intimate dimension because, you know, I think we're at a stage in our lives where like, right, a lot of people, yes, there are breakups here and there, but there are a lot of friends of ours, like we have friends reaching their 10-year, my friends are getting engaged, like we're going to weddings and stuff. And so I think it's like very easy to get into this mindset of everyone has their person, right? Like we're going on our trip to Joshua Tree and I was like, me and Julie are the couple. I was like, me and Julie are the couple. Like we had to be split up in our competing groups because we are the couple.
Yes, which we're gonna, my team's gonna win.
No, we're definitely gonna win.
I think we're gonna win.
Okay, I'm a little nervous now.
Yeah, but we've identified in my group that like I'm so bad at cooking, I'm the designated fire turner honor.
That's all you're gonna.
And the sauteer.
I'm a little scared for that.
Well, I got Gloria on my team.
I know. She's very strong.
Yeah.
But I think me and John are pretty mediocre, and so like maybe that adds up to her. But my
other roommate's boyfriend is also really good at cooking.
Is he good? Wait, who decided these teams?
I was just so bad that they had to put me with them.
But then Joy also said that she's kind of bad.
Oh, a lot better than me though.
Oh,
she's
okay.
literally making like the Emily Marie. I've never made the Emily Mariko.
Oh, bowl like salmon thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
She cooks. I've never made rice at my apartment.
I definitely heard she cocks.
I didn't say that. Did I just say that? I didn't say that. She cooks.
Guys,
re-listen.
guys,
Don't edit that part out.
My humor is broken. It's literally broken.
Maybe you just need more of that intimate dimension.
I don't know, man. But like genuinely, I've been like, okay, right? I told you guys that I've been doing something every single day for the last 3 months.
Yes.
I finally had one day off and I was really excited for it. Horrible night. I sat on my couch out there and the amount of times I flipped back and forth between Instagram, TikTok, and Hinge was crazy. Like literally, as soon as I would get bored of one, I was like, okay, let's move on to the next app. I was trying to watch some TV and I was just feeling like the most lonely that I've ever felt. And like, it's not that I was like physically alone. It's more so that like, I know I have friends. I know I have a community and family that like love me and support me. But like, I feel like, especially with like the intimate dimension, it's like a different like type of loneliness. Feeling like you don't have your person. Like I don't have that person to like text every day about all the small shit. Like when I find that spider, like who, or that I thought was a tick, like who am I supposed to text? You know?
Julie, but actually, you don't need to send me photos of insects.
Julie, I literally was like, I'm not going to... I very purposely was like, I'm not going to tell Julie and I'm not going to send her a photo because I know she's going to freak out more than me. So like, it's useless. It's like genuinely useless.
Yeah. That was a lot.
Yeah, it was
I feel like there's a lot to touch upon there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall we touch?
Yeah. Because... oh. Okay.
It's like not... What the heck is that?
Well, because my hands are clammy.
Oh,
here.
Okay. It's like kind of cold though, so it's like
nice.
But
it's like but it's like gross. Like that's the clammy I hate the most. Oh wow, your hands are really dry and soft. I aspire to have hands like Hannah's. So soft, like
lotion every day.
But also,
every day.
Do you feel like putting on lotion has made your hands dependent on like needing lotion?
Yes.
Like that's what I'm scared of.
Yes.
I don't want to get there. Yeah, like my skin I think is doing like all right.
Good job.
Hydration wise, it's doing fine without lotion. But okay, but actually this I thought too was very interesting aside from the dimensions, which actually I want to tap into a little bit more because I think your point of like even if you're fulfilled in the social dimension and the community, if you lack one, you can still feel lonely when it comes to the other aspects, right? So in my case, I think just like recently,
right?
I think I had that intimate dimension, but I think I lacked so much or not so much to be honest, but I definitely lacked in the social and community. Because tell me why, when we had our housewarming, remember we had a little cry session because Gloria was like, I really missed you.
Yeah.
And we're roommates, you know? But I knew that on the back of my mind too. That even if you're living together, I mean, I'm sure you felt it with your roommates too. Just because you live together doesn't mean you feel connected.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean you're having quality time all the time.
Yeah.
Sure, you might have a bit more access, but you can still feel lonely when you live with other people.
Right, because it can always turn into the surface level stuff. Yeah. Right? Like, and also as roommates, like I think it becomes easier to neglect them because like you see them all the time. So you feel, it's almost like a false sense of intimacy.
Yeah.
Rather than like a deeper, like actual relationship. Yeah. So,
but I can also see for you, like in the social and the community dimensions, when you don't have like your person, like you can still feel lonely within that community.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Because if you're in a community where everyone has their person,
then I'm like,
then you're like, hey, like you're physically, or not literally, but like you are like alone in terms of like partnership, right?
Yes, exactly.
Which also, what was so interesting is the term loneliness, right? And it's funny, and I'm so grateful I listened to these other podcasts because I thought this, I just didn't know how to articulate it. But yeah, loneliness is not a state of being, right? You can't say that, like, it's subjective because like, and this is like not a dismissive, not a demeaning, like nothing like that, but like feeling lonely is really your thoughts and how you're thinking and I want to say your subconscious and the way that your thoughts are feeding like your other thoughts.
Yeah.
Maybe the word is perspective.
Yeah.
Right. The way you're taking in things.
Right.
Because terms like isolation are actual, like, equate to like isolation means you are alone.
Right.
But once again, if you're feeling, you can feel lonely when you're in a relationship.
You can feel lonely when you're like around other people.
Yeah.
Like I've definitely had those moments. Like I think a lot of people feel this at parties, right? There are a lot of people that are like, oh, I go to parties and like I don't like it because like why are we here? It's all like just so like surface level and whatnot, right? And like I think it's because you have to know like in what ways you are fulfilled, right? Like maybe you are a more one-on-one person, or maybe like you like a smaller group, like 4 or 5 people, or like maybe you feel like more connected when you're like doing an activity together. So I think it's really important to get to know yourself and like how you feel fulfilled, because I think right during this break, like I have been like meeting a lot of people, like doing a lot of networking, and then like I've started to notice that like I was going out like 3-4 times a week, like on a very consistent basis. And then I think I have reached a point where like going out is fun because like cardio and like I can dance and stuff, but like because I come out of it not having like really like spoken to anyone except for the people I went there with, like I feel a little bit less fulfilled. And then even like when I am meeting up with people one-on-one, it's like there are I can literally point out maybe one conversation out of like 7 one-on-ones that I've had where like I actually came back and I was like happier and like I was like, oh, this was like an actual good social interaction, because I think the other ones like we didn't really like get deep. And so I've started to notice that like I need people who are capable of being vulnerable and then like also like willing to like get deep with me, even if it's our first, second time meeting. Yeah. And so
these are just like dates, like dates, or just any social
like any social settings. Like I've just been like noticing all of these things. And so going back to what you were saying about how like loneliness is not like an internal part of you, I think we need to be very careful with the language that we use. And so like saying like I'm lonely versus like I'm feeling lonely are very different.
Is it like wait, like well it definitely is, but like how can we articulate like you can be physically alone but be so fulfilled? Right? And like how do where I'm teetering is like, at least for me, right, you know, you guys, I like to take the Myers-Briggs test every single year, and more I've become introverted. But it's interesting because I think I'll always be an extrovert like when I take these tests, because I'm not the most adventurous, but I like to be with my friends, right? Especially this, you know, relational social community is so big in my life, right, that if there's a travel opportunity, oh yeah, I'm down. Like if there's like a weekend trip, oh, I'm down. Right. And so, but I also love my share, like I said, I have my do not do anything days.
DNDAs.
DNDA. Wait, what? DNDA. Yeah. Oh, I like that. My DNDA. Yeah. And I'll just tell you, are you busy Friday? DNDA. Yeah, it's a DNDA. Yeah. And then people are like, what the fuck is that? And you're like, it's a Julie. Do not do
because
anything.
You know, people say DND for do not disturb.
Yeah. DNDA. I like that. And I'm not talking about 1-2 DNDAs. Right. I have like 4 a week.
You know? So you're doing DNDAs as often as I'm going out.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Well, and so like most recently, this Myers-Briggs test, I was 53% extroverted. Okay. So that's 47% introverted. So let's just go with a 50-50.
Yeah, that's right? Pretty like close to half.
So the part that I'm teetering between is that I'm so 50-50. So sometimes I really want to go out, but I know it can be a gamble, because depending on the day, I can go out and have a fun time. Right. But sometimes I can go out and I think you know when I'm not having a good time.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Which is why also like, right, there was a time very recently where we went out and then you're like, I'm going to go home. And like, I feel like in the past, I would have very much been like, no, stay. Yeah. But like now I think I'm like more understanding of like, I don't want you to be here if you're not having a good time.
Like, and on my end, it's like, oh, I don't want to be like the person that brings down the mood. I don't want to be like the low energy contaminating everyone.
Oh,
you know?
Right. And then like also on my end, I think that like I used to let people who quote like contaminate affect me a lot.
Yeah.
But I've had more separation of
that's good.
being like, I'm not responsible for their emotions.
That's good.
And so I think on both
That's
ends,
so interesting. Because I think I know that you tend to be more of like the mom of the group.
Right. I'm like, so I feel like are you having a good time?
Yeah,
are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Is everyone having a good time? Because if everyone's having a good time, I'll have a good time.
And if someone's not having a good time, then you're like trying to allow them to have a good time at your own
expense.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
And so,
So that's the extroverted part. But even introvert, like I love spending like time by myself. I've said this even before my realization of this era of loneliness. Like I'm always very good at entertaining myself.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Like sometimes I laugh at things by myself. I think I laugh at things for too long. Or not too long, but I tend to laugh at things for a very long time. Yeah.
Very long time.
Yeah, a very long time. It's like over, but I like continue to laugh at it.
I like that.
And then I laugh at the fact that I laughed at it for so long.
Right.
And I just,
Yeah.
But then I think more recently, right, the reason I'm feeling lonely when I am physically alone is that part of that intimate where there isn't really anyone. There isn't a text that I'm waking up to.
Right.
There isn't somebody I can update on my poop status. Or there isn't somebody that
I mean, you could do that with me.
Yeah. Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
I told Julia the other day that I'd pooped twice.
Yay.
No pictures yet, but...
Okay. Okay, I feel like that's like pretty... I think that should be your B-reel. I think that needs to be on your B-reel.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta be real. So if you're in the restroom pooping...
Then
when it's the B-reel time, then you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Yeah, I've been taking like a green juice supplement. I think it's Amazing Grass.
It's called Amazing Grass?
Yeah, I think it's Amazing Grass or Amazing Greens. I don't remember. But like it is, dude, flows.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's been great. And then I've been taking my Symbiotic by Seed. It's a prebiotic and a probiotic in one capsule. Yeah. And so I really
does
like
it have like... If it's a prebiotic and probiotic, does it have like elements like magnesium and like vitamins and stuff like that?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because you said Amazing Grass or whatever, it reminded me, this is also kind of something I laughed at for too long. Under skills on LinkedIn, I was like sourcing a couple candidates and one of them, it said marvelous designer. And I was with another like kind of a higher up person on the team and I was like, oh, marvelous designer. And I was like laughing, but they were like, oh no, that's a program name. Because I was like, oh, this person is not just a good designer, they're a marvelous designer. But it's actually like a real program.
I see. Yeah.
But yeah, and that's why I've been feeling, or like that's where like I'm teetering between
the extroverted side of you that gets fulfilled in that way versus the introverted side of you that gets fulfilled in that way. Yeah, I completely get that. Yeah. And I think like maybe I need to come back to being more balanced because I like retook like one of the personality tests that you sent me and I was like 73 or 74% extroverted. Like I am in my extroverted era, but dude, I am so burnt out right now. It's like kind of ridiculous. Like the fact that I think it's been 2 or 3 weeks since that one day that I was the first day that I got off and I'm still recovering. Like I literally am still recovering and I don't think that people can tell because like, or maybe you can tell, I don't know. But I'm like still not like stopping. Because I just can't. Like I feel like I just get a little bit too in my head and sad when I'm alone.
You know what's also crazy? Like I can also confirm I'm an introvert because I think when you like you try, I think you like sometimes like I say sometimes because I'm not sure, like you do try to tone it down. Yeah. But you just thrive on these like events and social events. Yeah. Whereas the reason why I can confirm I've become more introverted is because I think I'm more excited about the lead up time. Oh. And then when the actual event happens, I'm not like as excited.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I look forward to looking forward to the event, and then when it actually gets closer,
that's when it's like,
it's just all right.
Oh.
I'm more thrilled about the
lead up, the getting ready and all of that. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. I will say though, like I had a conversation with like one of our friends and like they were just like, oh, do you like not like spending time with yourself?
Yeah.
And to be quite honest, I felt like a little judged. Like I think there's a lot of shame in feeling lonely.
Yeah.
And so like when I was asked that, I was like, damn, am I incapable of spending time with myself? And so literally that day I like took myself out on a date, right? Because I realized that when I'm sitting on the couch at home, just flipping back and forth between dating apps and social media, it's not, I think I'm like searching for those like instant hits of dopamine rather than like actual activities that like I feel good doing. And so like I think, what did I do that day? I literally dressed up. Like I dressed the frick up, like put on an outfit that I felt really good in, like took a book, went to the Culver City steps, like read, people watched the sunset. Like these are like all of my favorite things. And then I got Sweet Green, and so I like felt like I was nourishing my body. Yeah. And like I feel like I finally found kind of the balance between like, oh, I can like be alone in myself, but I think I just need to be doing things that like I feel good doing, because when I'm sitting on the couch I just feel a little gross. Yeah. I mean, sitting on the couch is fine. Yeah. But like personally for me, like I think it just like wasn't the right activity for that time. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Which, if I had to be honest too, which also don't feel judged. Don't feel judged.
Okay.
Don't feel judged.
Okay.
But
you can understand why I feel judged, right?
Of course. Well, like I'm trying to think if somebody asked me like, do you not like spending time?
Literally think, oh, can you like not be alone ever? Like, oh, do you like not like your own company? Like it was like kind of like that tone.
I'm also trying to practice like not being defensive, but like, would it be appropriate to be like, why do you like being alone? Do you like being by yourself? Well, what do you do when you're alone? What do you do?
Well, that person, no, literally those were all the questions. Those were all the questions I asked, but I said it, but my tone was different. I was
like
very much
in a more kind way.
It was very gentle.
Oh, okay. I mean, that was gentle.
No, that was gentle.
I think like me not gentle, but like why?
Dude, I don't know. You're really giving Rosalia right
now. Why? Are you alone all the time or something? Pretending to chew gum is pretty difficult.
It really is. You're really good at it, Julie. And with your little pigtails right now, it's really good.
Give me your hoops. That was quick. But actually, I will say like, well, actually, like if I can share my candid thoughts.
Yeah.
And I'm not judging.
Thoughts. Okay.
You know, it was when you said, right, because you shared this with me previously, or just like when it did happen, when you got like that day you had that alone time day.
Yeah, my sad day.
Yes, your sad day. Initially, for lack of a better word, I think it was like concerned. Oh. Because but you're right. I think societally there is a stigma when you're alone. You know, you reach a certain age and, you know, right, that's when your parents, maybe your grandparents, just literally your community is like, all right, are you going to start dating? Are you going to, why aren't you dating?
Yeah, exactly. Like people are getting married.
You get concerned. You get concerned for them.
Yeah.
But this was kind of the opposite-ish in the sense where like, or at least, you know me, the way I say like, you know, you can't fulfill other people's cups when like you don't have any in your cup. And I'm not really sure what part I was concerned about. I'm not sure if I was more concerned that you had a social event every single day for 3 months or if that you felt like sad and lonely, or like your sad day was when you had that time to be alone.
Right.
You know, like I didn't think too much about it, but like just speaking out loud. Yeah. I'm not sure what is the concern.
No, but yeah, I mean, I appreciate that because I do think that there is something to be concerned about. I just like can't pinpoint.
Yeah, but I think that's a huge step in identifying, okay, like when you are alone, how are you spending that alone time? Right. Right? Because not that you need to be productive. Productive is whatever makes you feel good. Right. Right? And so, I mean, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw that I took myself on a shopping spree. Which, you see, that is like a healthy and a non-healthy way. Yeah. It's healthy for my closet, but not so healthy for my bank account.
Right.
Because I was literally at Westfield for 3 hours.
Oh,
3 hours.
I feel like that is like not an isolated occurrence. Like Westfield for 3 hours, like I feel like that's a pretty consistent part of your routine.
I haven't gone in a long time. I'm
You
preparing
don't have like a recurring event. You didn't go repeat every week,
every other week,
indefinitely.
That's a great idea.
It is.
That's a great idea. But
she's changing it right now.
I thought about it. I was like, that could. I've never thought of that. Why have I never thought of that? I mean, that's such a great.
But also, I think it's like. It's a very reactionary activity of yours.
It is.
Like, it's like, I'm having a bad day, I will go to Westfield.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's not like, oh, let's go. Yeah.
So for you, it's like scroll through TikTok, Instagram, and Hinge. Mine is literally going shopping.
Oh.
Because, you know, once, like when you're looking at TikTok and Instagram, it's like other people's lives, where I think my instant dopamine rushes come from like things that fulfill me in the moment. So they're not necessarily healthy,
right?
But like I'm shopping for myself, and so in the moment I feel good, but then I'm like, oh, did I really need that?
Right.
So
that's
why you go shopping though with a list, so you don't go too crazy.
Oh, I don't go in.
But I was editing the list while I was at Westfield.
Oh, because you're adding to it.
Yeah.
No editing as in taking out.
Yeah.
But only additions.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, you know, also this test that I had sent you, which I think we'll go into it some other time.
Yeah.
But if I could share one thing, it did highlight that I was my biggest cheerleader. But I think we both know that, and I've always known that because I would always express. It doesn't matter how many times somebody else tells you this, tells you that. Like, let's say you're wearing an outfit and like, or even just like maybe even your makeup that day or your hair that day. Like, you have to think it looks bomb, because sure, like you get the little like satisfaction of like, okay, so-and-so thought it looked cute. But like, if you don't believe it about yourself,
it really doesn't matter.
Meaningless.
Yeah. That's when you get like people being like, oh my gosh, no, like no. And like not accepting the compliments.
I don't know, but there was a phase on TikTok where like, you know what I'm talking about? Where these girls would talk about girls who would take compliments and like accept it, and they were like, what? I definitely was on that part of TikTok, and I was like,
no, when people compliment me, I think I've actually done this, like trained myself to be like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Because I'm over the whole like, oh my gosh, no, like it's like just like a fake. I feel like that's more pick me. Okay. Yeah. But okay, so you felt concerned for me.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's just because knowing that you're such an extrovert, and I know you truly do thrive. Actually, I don't think I ever finished my thought about like me like being so excited for the lead up, but I know from our friends like you and Julia, it's so funny because like when I hear Julia, she's like, oh, I don't know if I want to go out, and then she goes and literally has the most fun.
Exactly.
Right. And I feel like you're like that too, and I don't know why this is a specific example I remember, but you know, when I say I'm gonna go out until 12:30 and be at home, my booty better be at home by like 12:45, I feel like I'm very good at sticking to that.
Yeah.
That's why even when we leave, I'm usually like, can we leave by like 12:40? Like I have like a time, and I'm like, or when the song ends, there's always a deadline.
Right.
But you too, I feel like you're out and you're like, oh, I should be home by like 1, and then you come home at like 2 or like 3.
Yeah.
Right. So I know you guys thrive more when you're actually in that social setting.
Right.
But so question is just, if you are like going out to these events like back to back to back, or like let's just say like 5 days in a row, when do you like reflect and like give yourself time to
kind of
rejuvenate?
Process? Oh,
or
that
like
too.
Process, rejuvenate, reflect, like recover, really.
Well, to be honest, I think a lot of the time, right? Like if I don't stay out super late all the time. Like I feel like I'll have maybe like one night that's like a 2-3 a.m. maybe 4 a.m. night, but usually like those nights kind of wreck me for the rest of the week, and then I'm like not a human.
Yeah.
Right. And so like I think I do a little bit better of like balancing, like, oh, I'll have a 1-2 a.m. night like 4 days in a row. And so like I feel like that's actually more manageable because like my sleep schedule has just adjusted rather than having one night that's like really bad.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I will do the reflection either like with my friends that I was with, like, how was the night, guys, like on the drive back, or I don't reflect at all. And like I think a lot of times the way that I measure if it was a good night out or not is if I like met somebody or networked, because I think a lot of times when I go out, it's been with the intention of I need to meet somebody that furthers my network. And so it almost like, it kind of like sucks the fun out of going out. And so I think that's maybe why I've been feeling less fulfilled, is because I think I used to go out, like at the beginning when I was going out, it was purely because like I was like, I just want to hear music and I just want to dance.
Yeah.
Right? Like those are my two things, and like just like be surrounded by my friends. But like now it's become more of like, oh fuck, I recognize this person. I recognize this person. I should go and talk to them. And then it's me all night trying to work up the courage to talk to them. And so it like it's literally me like nunchi-tang the entire night, and it's not fun.
Yeah.
And so I think like
should we reflect a little on yesterday?
Yeah, let's do it. There's somebody that I literally see at every fucking event I go to. Like genuinely within the past year, I've probably seen him at 7 or 8 events. And I know who he is because like he works with like an artist that I like. And so I had followed him with my alternate.
You're trying to say alternative.
Yes, I was. My alternative Instagram account, and he followed me back. And so I like keep seeing him, and I'm like, I should talk to him. But because I've thought about talking to him like for so long, and like putting so much pressure on myself, literally I can't get myself to.
Okay, the next one.
I gotta be honest. The last time I saw him, I was like, okay, next one. So yesterday when we saw him was the next one. Like,
okay, so let's just bet on another thing, and I'm gonna win again, and the bet's gonna be that you have to say hi.
Okay.
Because also Hannah lost another bet, and yesterday I had to talk to a random stranger, but his earrings were pretty cool.
Oh, I didn't even look at his earrings.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I noticed them. Weren't they like mushrooms?
Oh, that was somebody else.
Yeah, that was somebody else that you ended up doing the bet.
I made the comment.
Yeah. Whereas for me yesterday, my thought process was every time I go out, I think I want to be like a good dancer. Or for the most part, when I go out, it's usually I just want like a dancey vibe.
Right.
Like I'm a bit more like, and it doesn't need to be obviously like really good at dancing, but you know, I'm like yesterday there were some like wild
weird dancers. I was like, sir, you can bend your knees.
Yeah, very like I don't know. It was but to each their own.
Yeah, no judgment.
Yeah, because for me too, I was like, I usually go out wanting to dance, but I think like fixating on like wanting to dance in a certain way, I get in my head. But yesterday, I saw that the sweater dude. He was a good man.
Vibing.
Yeah. Just, you know, I really think I like, I don't want to use the word isolated, but I really put myself in this bubble of, I'm just going to like bop to this music.
Let's go.
So it was really fun. When we were standing by the mirror on the left side, for the most part, I was just bopping to the music.
Yeah. I could tell you were vibing. I was like, damn. I feel like I haven't seen you vibe like that in a really long time. And you know why, guys? We discovered Julie likes house.
Yes, I really do.
Yeah, and specifically, okay, so
specifically this DJ's house.
Specifically Minute. If you guys haven't heard of Knit, he's great. He's great.
So
him and Grace K-Town were hosting like
she's
a
so nice
night.
too.
Yeah, she was so sweet. And like,
it's called Kyopo night.
Yeah, it was Kyopo. That's why she opened with Haru Haru. Have you ever seen a DJ open with? I was so wild. I was thriving. Wow. I like barely know the words, but like you know, I was singing along.
You just need to you know what I mean? Just like we're in there anyway. So.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was great. Yeah.
So next time you'll say hi and kind of repurpose. I mean, I'm sure. Well, I think the nature of your work,
right?
You were saying like there are so many social events.
Yeah.
I think it's just like finding that good balance between what's like truly to create the friendships, better the friendships, and like personal going out fun time versus like purpose of networking and
like having the separation. Yeah.
But also don't put the pressure on yourself to do so.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. I think it's just like, I've also been telling myself that I'm like shy. And so I've been like getting shy. Like I genuinely think like when people were telling me like, oh, Hannah, like you just literally go up and like approach random people and like talk to them, like I'm fine, like I'm good. And then like more recently, because like there have been like example, like I'll see a cute guy and then I'll tell my friend about them and they're like, go talk to him, and then I'm like, no, I'm shy. And so I'm like literally like manifesting that for myself. And so I need to stop doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely need to stop doing that.
Yeah, you're really not shy.
Yeah, I'm not. It's just like I need to find like a very natural way to start the convo. And so that's been the hardest part is like I can't find a natural way to start the convo, especially with people I recognize, because you know that I got eyes.
Yeah.
Like,
but why can't you just say like, hey, I've actually like, I don't know, noticed something about what they're wearing, or like I've just noticed you at some other events.
I've just noticed you.
I just want to say hi. I feel like we'll probably run into each other just if we're in the same.
Yeah, we just, it seems like we like run around in the same circles.
Yeah.
Run in the same circles.
Maybe I feel like that's so casual.
Okay, well, like genuinely, I feel like I'm going to see him in like less than a week. I like I don't know why, but like I just like feel it in my bones.
Okay.
Yeah. And dude, it was like
probably not.
It was like to the extent where like I haven't been posting on my like alternate account on my Instagram, but I was literally thinking about posting it so that he would see it because he follows me. And like putting it together, but then like I was like, no, that's so
boys
weird.
Don't really think like that.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, you're right. Like I feel like he's probably like a bit. I don't know. I don't know if he recognizes me from Instagram or like what it is because I don't really post my face. I don't know. It's just like gotten weird because like genuinely I see him so much, like so often.
But also, if there's something that has helped me, just a big lesson the past couple months is you don't know that, and that's also your thoughts. Just your thoughts.
Oh, you're right.
Like the non-reality.
Yeah. To be honest, nobody's thinking about you as much as you're thinking about you.
That's not a fact. Like, is he thinking of you really? I don't know. Do you know that? Probably not. Also, boys just so that.
I hope he's thinking about me.
All right, we go that route too.
I'm trying to get the intimate part of the dimensions fulfilled.
But like, I thought we identified that he has a girl.
Okay, but
and also don't manifest it too soon because like, what if he has a baby? And not that there's an issue with him having a baby, but like, you are a
baby daddy,
baby daddy,
magnet.
baby daddy magnet.
No,
medium.
No. Okay. That's like no.
Yeah,
that's a no.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about healthy habits.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess just kind of like conclusion. You know, when I started to feel a bit lonely, I think I'm gonna be really honest. I was packing my schedule. Like I was going out, and I think there was an event, Hannah knows the event, that really identified for me, this is not a healthy way of filling up my time because it is heightening my anxiety.
Yeah.
And I mean, that could also be a whole nother episode of mental health and the importance of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just really identifying like if you're not the type to lay on the couch, which I think I can be.
Right.
Like,
it's just very like mood dependent, day dependent.
I don't love... The thing is, it's so situational because I won't lay down on the couch, but I can lie on my bed, and if the sun is shining through,
then you're fine.
Then I'm fine.
Yeah, because
if the sun is shining through, like on exactly, like on my face, on my body, I'm in a cute like.
That's why you're so tan.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, yeah, I need to start wearing sunblock in the house.
Yeah.
In a cute set, watching a TV show that I know is going to make me laugh. And that's where also I think my introvertedness comes out, because if there's a TV show that I watch religiously, like let's just use a Korean TV show, for example, like a Running Man, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty confident, like 90% confident at some point in the episode, it can make me laugh.
Right.
I think sometimes putting myself in social situations, I cannot be confident that I'm going to have a fun, like laughy night.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And so I guess my conclusion is like there are, or at least from Brené Brown and the previous
Unfuck yourself.
Huh?
Oh, I was trying to reference to reference the other podcast.
Yeah.
So guys, the two podcasts, by the way, that we were referencing earlier, the dimensions come from Brené Brown's podcast. I think it's Unlock something. And then
it's not called Unlock something, but it's Unlock
blank. Yeah. And then Unfuck Yourself. She was talking about how loneliness is
not a state of being.
Yeah.
It's just like
a feeling. Like it's a
thought.
The thought.
It's you're letting your thoughts take over how you actually are.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's a mindset.
Yeah.
It's a mentality.
Oh, yeah.
Which can also be tough because
right.
Right.
Yeah. No, I get that.
It's so tough, but But the thing is, it's you really have to understand, like an example she used in Brene Brown's was the marriage part, right? Like there are couples and there's not an issue. The thing is, like I said, relationships are so gray, so individualized.
Yeah.
Like, but for many, you can have a perfect marriage, but let's say you lack the community and the social friendship aspect, you can still feel so lonely and naturally will think, oh, this marriage is not great.
You're right.
But you need to realize there is an aspect that the marriage fulfills that can't necessarily be fulfilled
by the others,
by these other ones.
Yeah.
Which actually made me reminded me of something you said a long time ago, and I don't even know in what context, but I think it was like multiple conversations we had, whether it be like with your partner when just dating too, when you're going through a tough time, you can't expect to unload everything to your partner. And like, do you remember having this conversation? Not that it would be burdensome, but it's like you can't expect them to like really, I mean, hopefully they understand and try to understand, but you can't expect that.
Right.
Your partner can't be your therapist and
your best friend and your...
They can try. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that they can't be your best friend, but
it's like the expectation of them being all of those rules, I think is very burdensome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And same thing with like friends. Like some friends fulfill this area of my life while other friends fulfill this area.
Exactly.
Right. You have friends that you really, the music taste is just on par.
Right. And that speaks to the community aspect of like, oh, we share interests and passions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That maybe your partner
does not
really get.
Yes.
But
exactly.
Yeah. I think my conclusion is just understanding that there are these different dimensions. And so it's not all on one dimension, and the onus isn't on like that, just one.
Right.
Loneliness isn't just derived from just a lack of one.
Yeah.
That's my conclusion.
Yeah. And then I think from me, I think it's just like getting to know yourself, right? Like I think it's a lot of like, hey, here's our science reference, like trial and error, like genuinely, right? I tried sitting on the couch and like tried all the like instant dopamine hits, and like I think like, right, a part of my reasoning is like, because I feel like I am lacking in the intimate part of like my relationships or the intimate part of like those dimensions, like I was very like, okay, problem, solution, problem, I don't have a partner, solution, let me go on the dating apps. But then I realized that like maybe like the correlation isn't as direct as I like had anticipated it to be, right? Like I am feeling more lonely because why is Hinge giving me these ugly ass matches? You know what I mean? Like I'm like, that is so disrespectful. So disrespectful, so rude. I feel so much worse about myself than I did coming into it. I was like, I know you guys rank, am I here? If he is here, am I here? I was like, oh, that is crazy.
How dare they?
No, yeah, genuinely so rude. And so I was like, okay, I deleted Hinge.
Yes,
like,
good job.
Completely off my phone because it was just not making me feel good. And so, right, I identified that was not good. But like in getting to know myself and like, like the conversation like with that like one friend where they were like, oh, like, do you like not like spending time alone? I think it was good in that it prompted me to find the thing that I like doing alone, which is like literally people watching, reading, sunset, food.
Yes, which I've been going to catch the sunset for the past like month and a half.
And it's so nice.
And we'll continue to do so until October. Yeah, identifying things that you like doing alone.
Yeah, it's like know thyself, you know?
Yeah.
Like you have to like be able to have like enough separation, I think, like, you know, kind of come in from a third party perspective of like zooming out and be like, oh, that didn't feel good.
Yeah, I was going to say something because you mentioned people watching, and I was going to tell you where a good spot is to people watch, but I can't remember where that location was. But I remember being there by myself and thinking, wow, this is a great place to people watch.
Oh my gosh, what?
That was really fast.
Is it not Culver City Steps?
No.
Is it the platform? Is it Westfield?
Was it Westfield? Was it Westfield?
I feel like if you're at Westfield...
But at the sushi bar roll... What? Is it called sushi? Sushi roll bar? Sushi...
At the...
Hand roll bar?
Oh.
Hand...
Kazu?
Bar roll?
What are you...
Hand roll... I think it's hand roll bar.
The sushi bar? Hand roll bar? Hand roll bar? That doesn't sound like a word anymore.
I think it's a hand roll bar.
Hand roll bar. Hand roll bar. It's HANRROR Roar.
Hanuma bar.
No, it's RO bar.
Okay, it's whatever sushi place is up at the top.
Of Westfield?
Like facing Doc Martens and Levi's.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Never
so
been
like
there.
the opposite side of Din Tai Fung.
Yeah.
I plan to memorize the layout of Westfield Century City. That's my goal.
Okay, no, you know what's more impressive is when you can strategically park.
Yes, I know, but I can never remember the colors. For some reason, I can't remember it.
I know, you know what it is? It's the entrances. I'm like, what freaking entrance? Because I went to the perfect entrance where it spits you out in front of Abercrombie and Aritzia.
That is where I want to be.
Yeah, I know. And so I think we're gonna have to reverse engineer it and walk down and see, and then walk and then see which entrance.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, my struggle now is identifying how to exit the building.
Oh, so
because
that
I'm so used to leaving one way to get to
Right.
a certain location, but like now I gotta not go that location, and so like how do I get to my place the quickest? I need to figure that out because I'm just so habitually used to leaving through that exit.
I see.
So anyways,
Okay, we'll get back to me
I'll
with
get,
that
yeah,
spot.
I definitely will.
Yeah, but oh my gosh, how? I mean, do you want to reflect real quick? Like, how are we feeling after this episode?
Honestly, I think like I said this in the podcast, right? That like when you are focusing too much in one area, you can feel emotionally drained because even though you're so invested in one aspect, you're not really getting fulfilled. Or even if you do feel like you're getting fulfilled, you're lacking in the other parts, right? And so honestly, I think I was kind of spreading myself thin our last season, and I'm so happy to really fully jump into this season.
Yeah.
And learn about myself. I think it's kind of funny. Or is it funny? It's funny. We are back at where we were when we started the podcast. Dude. In terms of our SSS.
No, okay, right? Because we started the podcast, we were both SSS'd.
Yes.
Single status sitched in the single hood.
And then you got into a relationship.
And then you
I got into a relationship.
And then I broke up.
Out of a relationship.
And then you got out of the relationship. But we have both moved out. So locationally, we've changed.
And I think I've had 3 jobs. Did I?
No, I think you had left your first job by then.
Oh.
No.
Because we went into the pandemic.
Yeah.
I was still at my first job post-college. I had a whole ass job, you guys. Like literally an entire, I don't even call it a tenure because it was not a tenure. It was less than a year at this other job.
Holy moly.
And now I'm at a new job in U2 and we're in the same space.
Yeah, we're in this. Yeah, that's so weird.
Oh my gosh.
Guys.
Oh my gosh.
Look at us. I feel like we just transported. I literally feel like, yeah, like so much has happened, but also like barely anything has happened.
Yeah.
No, a lot has happened.
Oh my god, no, so much has happened.
Like,
Are you
so
kidding
much
me?
has happened. Well, I just think it's funny that like we just like are
SSS.
still both single.
Yes, in the SSS. Yeah, here we are. Here we are.
Well, me for one, I think like I'm like really excited for this season.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, season 5 feels real good.
Me too.
Yeah, let's freaking go.
I'm excited. And I'm gonna wish myself a happy birthday.
Oh my gosh. Guy, everyone, attention, Julie's old.
But you're older.
I know. I mean, I didn't say I wasn't.
I'm old.
Yeah, Julie is officially gonna be 25 by the time this episode drops.
No, actually I won't.
Oh, it'll be what?
It'll be a day before my 25th birthday.
Okay.
Oh, actually, this is where I kind of wanted to end it.
What?
Just talking about loneliness and trying to figure out like those good healthy habits. There we go. I knew something was missing. Honestly, even my birthday, I know we have like my birthday planned. Yeah. We have it planned, but I don't really know what it is. And I'm so excited because I asked if for my birthday present, the present could be my friends planning my birthday. And so I'm super, super, super excited. But on my actual birth date,
okay, my
mom will be flying. And so I don't have plans on my birth date. And I was really thinking about how can I feel like how will I feel great on my birthday? And this is what I was also alluding to in terms of like the lead up time is so like, I'm so excited about the lead up time. But when actually thinking about what I'm going to do on that day, not that it stresses me out, but I don't get as excited for the actual day. I'm just more excited. We're in Virgo season. It's birthday month. Here we go. I love my birth date. But then when the day actually comes, I don't know what to do.
Right.
And I think I'm really considering boxing.
Yeah.
Going to my favorite coach's class, 6:30 p.m. Box Union if you want to be there. But probably by the time this drops, it'll probably be a full class.
I'll sign up.
Oh, yeah, because you have credits.
Yeah, I do have credits. I just have to move. I have to move something.
Okay. But you don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I actually like want to.
But yeah,
because
I was just
why am I
thinking,
meeting up with a random guy if I can? Well, I genuinely was like, oh, I could probably do this date. And I was like, I feel like we're going to end up doing something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was just really thinking, like, what would make me so happy? And I think it would be getting as many freebies as I can from all the places near me, going boxing, winding down. I'll probably have a glass of wine before I go to bed and like watch something like good music at home, have our nasty banana light on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
happy birthday, Julie. Everyone, like, please wish her a happy birthday via Instagram, via TikTok. Follow her on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Everything's appy Julified, is it? Mm-hmm, okay. Mm-hmm. I said that in a weird...
Oh, and my Instagram's back up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So now I can start plugging my Instagram.
Instagram.
Okay,
Instagram. Yeah. Let's plug everything.
Yeah, let's plug everything.
Okay.
You can find us at...
Oh, you can find the podcast at bulgogi.podcast on Instagram and TikTok, on Twitter at bulgogi podcast, me on Instagram and TikTok at Hana Cat with 3 T's.
And me on Instagram and TikTok at BEJULA
FIED.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
was like, I say that too fast. I'm not sure what letters I just said.
Yeah.
BEJULA FIED.
Yeah. Cute. Okay.
We should keep it. Yeah, we should keep it going.
Yeah.
Should we like change it up a bit?
I don't know. No.
Okay.
I mean, unless do you want to do pur and then kogi?
Maybe we should add emotion to it now too. Like 1, 2, 3. Bye everyone.
That was cute.